Hello, Namaste. Now let's talk about the Indian subcontinent physical divisions of the India. Please subscribe before watching this video and share with your friends. The physical divisions of India or physical features of the India are Himalayas, Ganga Plain, Peninsular Plateau, Coastal Plain, Islands and Third Desert. But now this session I will cover about the mountainous regions. Later remaining topics I will cover in later videos. So some mountains are appeared in recently in news and some mountainous locations they are asked in the previous question papers. Some arranged locations they are asked. Some mountains they are arranged from the north to south or west to east. They will ask like that in the question papers. Based on this point of view, I will show you the map reading. Map reading easily. First we will see the Himalayas. Himalayas are formed due to the compression of the Tethys sediments between Indian plate and the Eurasian plate. This is very important how the Himalayas are formed due to the increasing the pressure and the temperature between the Indian plate and the Eurasian plate. It's, the fold mountains are formed. Himalayas are a type of the fold mountains. Fold mountains. These are 2,500 kilometers. That's length. Then 450 kilometers in the west side and wide. Then extremely high peaks in the somewhere in the here is the somewhere here. The Mount Everest is highest peak. That's 8,848 meters. That's located in Nepal and the Tibetan Autonomous Region. And second highest peak is the somewhere here. There's a K2 or the Godwin Austen 8,611 meters. There's two highest peaks located. That's but good K2 that's located in the Pak occupied the Kashmir. But in India, highest peak is Kanchanajunga. That's an Indian. That's in India, Kanchanajunga. That's highest peak 8,586 meters. Himalayas are continuous or three sequential ranges. They are the Himadri or Greater Himalayas, then Himachal and Shivalik, that is the foothills. They are formed young-fold mountains because they are formed just before the 120 million years back. They merged as a Purvanchal Himalayas or the Eastern Himalayas because that's the Dopla Hills and Patkoigam, Naga Hills. Some hills are formed in the Purvanchal Himalayas. Here the mainly Dopla, Patkoigam Hills and Naga Hills and Mizo are Lusha Hills. And in Meghalaya also three sequential ranges. There's the Garo, Khasi and Jaintia Hills. The Himalayas are very important. Just check it in the for the exam point of view. Then afterwards, Nanda Devi, that's then also in I speak in the Himalayas, but no need to remember. Then we'll concentrate on the Aravalli range. The Aravalli range is the mountain range in the northwestern India, running approximately 670 kilometer in a southwest direction. The highest peak is the Aravalli's Guru Shikara, 1722 meters. That's the highest peak. The Aravallis are cover the four states, the states of the Gujarat, then Rajasthan, Delhi and Haryana. The Aravallis are covered. And in now concentrate on central part of India. The Vindhya range and Satpura range. The Narmada river is separated between the Vindhyan range and the Satpura range. And some other hills are there. Here the south of the Satpura range. Satmala Hills, Ajanta Hills and the Gavilgar Hills, Maikala Hills, Ramgarh Hills and Garjat Hills. In southern part of India, In southern part of India, Deccan, Deccan Plateau, here is the some hills are there, Nilgiri Hills. Nilgiri Hills are very important. They are located in the tri-junction of the three states like Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. In these Nilgiri Hills, the highest peak is Doddabetta, 2636 meters, or some books in 2700 meters. Then south of the Nilgiri Hills, the Annamalai Hills, that is located between the states of the Kerala and Tamil Nadu. But in that highest peak is Anaimudi. That is an highest peak in the southern India. That's located highest peak in Tamil Nadu only. That's Anaimudi. The south of the Anaimudi hills, the Cardamom hills are there. Sometimes they are referred to as the Helagari hills. Here somewhere should be the Cardamom hills. So now we will go for the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats. The Western Ghats are narrow mountains, but in the Eastern Ghats are the broken chain of the hills, increasing its height towards the north. Mahendragiri peak is somewhere here. That's an Eastern Ghats. The highest peak is 1501 meters. Then I covered almost the mountain ranges in the Indian subcontinent. But why the Eastern Ghats are the broken chain of the mountains? Because the earth was tilted towards the eastern side, so the uh, more number of the rivers are flowing towards the east side, so the mountain was broken. So that's why the Eastern Ghats are the broken chain of the mountains. So I hope to see you in the next class. So I covered almost all mountain ranges. Then next class I will cover remaining topics. Thank you.